Hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood rectangle. And, yeah, figured we'd go to a blast from the past and play a little bit of Shadowgate. I'm gonna be a bit of a madman for a minute and, try to play it on two different systems at once. Hey, little tater salad. Glad to see you, honey. That's a cute emote. Oh my goodness. All right. So, I don't know how many people out there have played games like Myst or even remember Shadowgate or Deja Vu or Uninvited, any of the Mac adventure games. They were all point and click that were non-Sierra, but plenty of intrigue, etc. Blah, 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 blah. Wanted to kind of do a comparison why I'm struggling with this game and everything else, because I know the NES version like the back of my hand. So, the remake that was for the Switch has been pretty faithfully remastered, but they've taken the puzzles and kind of rotated them and changed where they occur or the steps you need to take to get to the solution. So it's added a new sense of difficulty without feeling like Nintendo hard, cheap, what the crap, why are you punishing me? If that makes sense. So, let's see if we can do this. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. I'm going to have the original tunes on the indie version, primarily because there's a few audio clues that are good to have from the original Shadowgate. This is not the first iteration of this game, but because the original one, and it's actually available on Steam, the 8-Bit Adventures, I think it was called, Pack 1, where it's all of the Mac adventure games, Shadowgate, Deja Vu, Uninvited, that all play similarly. The way they were on home PCs at the time. So we're both going to choose new game. Okay, and then new game. I mean, technically I should be playing on Classic, but I'm gonna play normal just to see what the difference is, because that's what most people would do.
hero's journey? A great quest? Certainly it shall be these things. But for you, young Jer Cuthager, soldier of Windermere, could it not be so much more?
We actually get backstory in the new one, obviously.
In dreams, I have come to you, beseeching, entreating. Ride south, boy. Take naught but a dirk, a torch, courage. Ride south from Rivellin, around the southern arm, through the Waven Fair Wood, past Myrithsath, beyond the citadel of Murlach Tor.
I know exactly zero about all that.
Dane, and the darkness of Tarketh's Pass.
Ooh, the darkness. I don't know.
There you shall find my stone in wait. Under the shade of the mountain range, none have entered.
The mountain range is known as the
Either on
Gatekeeper
foot,
Mountains.
on mount, on wing.
Because that is mentioned in the old one.
Gatekeeper, the oldest of spires.
There we go.
It harbors that which has been spoken of in whispers and ascribed to legend. Shadowgate, the living castle.
Ooh.
But all is not as it should be. One of our own is now our great bane, a blight upon us. He has brought the ancient keep low, and it now lies fallow. It is there that you will find me, Lakmir of the Circle of 12. It is there that you will find this great quest. It is there that you will find yourself.
So we've just met Lakmir. Come in. The last thing that you remember is standing before the wizard Lakmir as he waved his hands. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words ring within your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded warlock lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth from the dark depths. The combination of his evil arts and the great titan's power will surely destroy us all. You're the last of the line of kings, the seed of the prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Only you can stop the evil one from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Gritting your teeth, you swear by your god's name that you will destroy the warlock lord. With Lakmir's words echoing about your head, you stumble a bit until the world ceases its lurching. You stand before the Gatekeeper Mountain, an ornate door. Oh, so this actually is in the Gatekeeper Mountains here. Although, right there is a slight difference. Actually, there's a lot of differences. There's a series of skulls that is fashioned into the rock wall. Okay, so take. So there's a skull that gives you hints over here. And a key. And I'm going to use from bag. I just cut through the deep roots. Yep. Anything else? We good? We good? We good? We good? We groovy gravy? Yep. Okay. Ugh, the HUD. Alright. So we've opened the door. It's the skull of some creature. Its meaning seems quite clear. Death lurks inside. On the OG version, you open the skull. We still get that key. Oh, the door's not even locked. I'm a dork. All right.
Lakmir was a fool to send a child to do that which even the vaunted Circle of 12 could not. Contain my growing power. Come if you wish. It makes little difference. Seal your fate within this living castle of the dead.
That was basically the same thing on the NES. Alright, so then... Oh my god, the controls. Ooh, what's a Caracosta? That's in chat for anybody watching. Okay. So, here's a rug. Wonder what happens. Ah, so this version is closer to the original Shadowgate. I see. Because when I was playing on Classic, I was like, none of this matches up. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Do this to get that key. So here we see some differences already. Then we use that key on this door. Oh, looks familiar, right? And the music that you're hearing is the same music as what would be playing for the NES. I've been cut inside of the... Or I've been cut out of the inside of the book. Rectangles everywhere. Okay. So here we are in a similar room. Yeah, I do not like the HUD. I don't like I don't like the user interface. Seek my obelisk in the acolyte den below the sewers. I fear the worst is upon us. But I have plans in motion that may yet avert disaster. Okay, so that's from Lakmir himself. Alright, so we're gonna take a torch. Do not take this book. It will kill you. Oh, alright. Oh, there's a parchment. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so we'll go that route. As you can see, it's very similar yet different. Alright, as soon as you enter the room, you see an arrow on the front wall. If it points it out in an NES game, usually it means, hey stupid, get it. Hidden door, spiral staircase. Okay. Alright, so I need this. I got the arrow. What is this? I don't think there's anything else here that we necessarily need. So we beat feet. You stand at the edge of a dark chasm. From the darkness below arise the screams of the undead. This cave is hewn roughly in the chasm's wall. A dense fog greets you as the stone passage opens into a small chamber. The temperature plummets as a creature materializes in front of you. It flinches from the light of your torch. That is your clue. So in the original Shadowgate, we would take our lit torch, use it on this special one, which burns with a strange white flame. With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at it. With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfs the undead apparition. When you open your eyes again, the wraith is gone. And then we grab the cloak, and we use the cloak on us. Don't tell me. Oh my god, that guy drills. Okay. And, then we go about our business. So this is your clue. It's like, hey, let's go on ahead and use this on the wraith, right? So we'll use from bag. We didn't have to do a special torch. We also don't get a cloak for that. With a cry, you swing the lit torch at the wraith. The ethereal being is instantly enveloped in a bright flash of flame, its tortured moan hanging in the air as it vanishes. I do not know why we're hunting pumpkins, but okay. With a protest, the door opens. It's flooded over here, it's not flooded over there. Go fig, right? Oh, I didn't know that was how you do that. Okay. So, if I want to open it, I want to look at it. Hey, I got a magic spell. And was there something down here? Oh, there's no... Wait. Oh. Alright. So, that puzzle, and... come on. We also need to open that. So, over here... We come up, we take the torch, we take the bottle too, because we'll need that. If it's impossibly light. And then if we open this scroll... This is important, and this stays over with the modern version that I'm playing right now too. 5 to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below, the staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining the 2, the golden blade, the last to invoke the platinum horn. That is literally how to make the staff of ages, which you need to defeat the behemoth at the end of the game that the insane wizard Darkon or something is trying to summon. I was trying to remember his name. So, in the NES version, this sign reads Epor. Epor, Epor, Epor. You got it! It seems to be some sort of magic word. For intrepid viewers, if you're sitting here thinking, well, Epor just looks like rope backwards, that's because it is. And when you do that, you literally are a snake charmer on the rope. Because it's not flooded. They took that puzzle out in the indie version. So now, if we do this, rather than going through these grates, because those grates have, like, monsters hiding behind them, we go through here. And this is where we're trying to go. I don't have the spell to do this yet. Do I? Oh, use the right controller. Alright, so if I... no. I like that Easter egg. Okay, and we can't really do anything here yet either. So we need to GTFO. And I'm gonna take the shortcut up here, because I can. In this flavor. Just because I can open the door behind me in this version. In the other version, in the Switch version, I can't. And while we're here... we'll go on ahead and... How do I have 8 torches already? Good lord. Alright. Let me open the door. Okay. Hey, Soulbane! Glad to see you, honey. Okay, so we can't do anything here yet. Now, if I were to go up here, you see we're in the funfair room. We're gonna take all the torches. Can't really do anything yet. Large block of cold granite. Yeah, see, we can't go that way. We can't do the shortcut like I just did. So what we can do... yeah, we'll come back. Actually, wait a minute. No, we won't. In this version, we need to... yeah, the brazier. So we need to hit it. Excuse me. And Yorick is also trying to give us hints. Okay, so if we go this route, we're in the same hallway. What's in the bag? Oh, I got a scroll. Yay. Alright. Oops. Oh, the HUD is my favorite. Oh, God. Alright, so if I do... No. I need to use the wheel. Bag. That. This. Open. Read. The danger is real. Seal off the passages into the Gatekeeper Mountains. Blah, blah, blah. Some dude named Fandrill. Alright. We're gonna go through all of these doors eventually. So, if I remember right, I need to... I don't know if my mic is picking that up. There's somebody outside with a chainsaw. This is hilarious. Okay. So we'll go here first. Why can't I take a rock? Okay. This puzzle is different too. Oh my god, best burb. Hello, Gumbo. Okay. So if I go up here... Oh, it's a waterfall, but I can't do anything with it yet, so alright. Yeah, we need to find Lackmere first. I don't remember where the scroll is anymore. Oh, crap. Okay, so there's another spell, but where did I miss the one spell? Can I get this torch? Okay. Remember, you've got to equip your armor. Okay. So get that. Dragon goes round, round, round. And I think that's all we can really need out of here? Yeah, there's gold everywhere, but we don't need it. I am hardcore confused. Okay, so we went that way, right? Did I miss a scroll somewhere? I don't see a scroll missing. Okay. I'm confused. Absolutely confused. Let me know if somebody's seen something that I'm missing. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. I'm confused. Absolutely confused. Because we need a scroll to activate that. And we would have learned a spell from the scroll. That's why I'm like, okay. Did I miss it? I mean, there's something that we'll do with that here in a little bit, but... The dragon, yeah, no. I'm not seeing it. Okay. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Ah, crap. You gotta use that on this little hole right here. And we'll need that crystal sphere. And then we need to deal with the dragon here. That is literally a trapdoor. Don't use it on the sphere because you will kill yourself. Oops. Misclick. And before we do that, we need to go back here and get the sword and the sling. Why didn't I bring one with me? And then where we took the stone, we need to use that on the sling. Alright. I wonder, was I supposed to burn that rug? In that one room? Oh. Yeah, I don't... Okay, magically sealed. What have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? There's no scrolls or anything. Okay. I am confused. Alright, Yorick, you got anything for me? That is so weird. Why can I not figure out where that scroll is? Drifloon in chat for anybody that's interested. Oh, wrong controller. Okay. So we did all of that, all of that, all of that. Ooh, it's a fire drake. So now we use this. Hang on just a minute. All right, I am so sorry about that. We've got some landscaping going on. So, wonderful guy helping me out. All right, so we do that. And we defeat him. Troll on the bridge. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to use. Excuse me. Sword on that guy. Nope. Pull this up. Oh, excuse me. We'll close the bucket. Oh, pardon. Use the gauntlet on ourselves, because we'll need that later. Now we can go through here. Alright, I have run so far ahead. So, okay. I'm still looking for a scroll. Oh, excuse me. I've tried finding Lackmere, Yorick. Excuse me. I am looking for a scroll that I cannot find. Alright. Because I'm looking for the scroll of Invocon. I know what I'm looking for. No. Mm-mm. What am I missing? I am confused. Have I missed something? Because there's no way. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's a... Oh, no. Alright. It's a waterfall, that's skeleton. If we jump in the lake, we're going to be hosed. So, that's not it. And the elementals we can't do anything with yet. Alright. I am so perplexed. Oh no. I can't help but feel that I have forgotten something. So that's the lake, that's the dragon. All right, well, let's go in here. We have now been cursed. A scroll and 2 gears, that's what we need. It does me not a bit of good. Scroll tumbles to the floor. Hey, Trog. Glad to see you, honey. A drawing of 6 of me. So far, so good. How about you? I'm still recovering where I got my vaccine. You know, the flu shot and then the annual you-know-what shot on top of that. Mirror leads through the furnace. I don't understand. I don't understand what I've missed. Mask. And for those of you wondering, yes, I did get cursed by the Banshee. Big fat nothing. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Well, I am also kind of sleepy. But that's okay. Yeah, groggy froggy. And yes, I do still have Fall Guys. You yank on the torch, pulling it down where it's... And they're like, whoa. Oh, looky here. I'm back over here. Alright, so we're going to use... Oh. Is it this one then? Right? Polybroll in chat. So there's nothing here. Absolutely nothing. I am so confused. What the heck is that icon? What is that? Oh. Okay. I am so daggum confused. As you can see, we're kind of stalled until I can catch up over here. That's not the right spell. What have I not done? I am so lost. Absolutely lost. I've used all the spells I know. So where have I missed? Where have I missed? What have I not done? What have I not done? There we go. There's the spell. Why didn't it trigger? Why wasn't I able to do that before? I don't know. But I got the spell finally. Okay, now we can continue. Jeez. I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, now cutscene.
You have done well, simple soldier. Now, listen if you have ears, since the shadows grow long and time fleet. Some 40 years past, an evil, the likes the world has not beheld, escaped its prison. Talimar, the Black.
Talimar,
he
that's
of
him.
whom I have already spoken. This warlock lord brought forth his dark magics and conjurations, and unleashed his foul vassals, desecrating these sacred halls. Talimar has laid waste to the combined power of man. And what of the Circle of 12? The great wizards? They are no more. I am the last. Pity me not, boy. We were resolute in our judgment, but erred greatly. 'Twould have been better to put our brother to death, but mercy and folly prevailed. I know not Talimar's full plans, but have discovered enough to fill my heart with fear. And yet, hope remains, and it stands or falters with you. Fare thee well.
Goodness. There we go. All right. So we got the sphere. And then we got... Here we go. 5 to find 3 or 1. 1 gives access. Yep. All right. So if that's not clear enough that this is a remake, I don't know what is. Oh, so cringy. All right. We'll be coming back through here to get the Staff of Ages soon enough, I think. At least I know that's how it works in the original game. Alright, so we need to get something frosty. Behold, I got an ice elemental. Now what did we do just a couple minutes ago? We went over here. And we froze the lake, didn't we? Here we go. And now we can use the sphere on that and get a little bit caught up where we were. Looks familiar, right? Now this one we actually have to open and get the fire drake to come out after us. So what we need to do now is we had to have water. All right, now we open and we go through. Oh my goodness, your computer just crashed and randomly rebooted with no warning. Mine did that last week. I don't know if there's a Windows update or what. That is weird. Okay, we'll use that, and then lo and behold, there's a spell that is called Entrays. Which in most languages is some flavor of entrees, right? Okay, we got a scroll. And we've got a bar here, all right. Oh goodness. Yeah, that's why I don't use Chrome. Sawsbuck in chat, all right. Okay. All right, there's a scroll here. Got it. And there's a Dumaflichi here. I mean, I don't use Chrome proper, rather. I use either Brave or Opera GX. Yay, another cutscene.
Listen carefully to my words, boy. There were many who followed the path of the One. Worthy were they, and I counted them as brothers and sisters. Now only I remain, he who is called Timeless. I have fought the good fight, sending many of Talimar's horde back to the depths that spawned them. And though my power is beyond that of mortal man, it is not without limit. But why do I appear before you thus? Am I a ghost? No. Surely I am more than that. This is naught but a projection. As my living being has sought shelter within my tower, it is here I continue my studies to aid you in what ways I can. I grow weary, but know this. I have glimpsed a vast power at the foundation of this castle. This power the Warlock Lord covets above all else. But he fears as well. A hero from the line of the ancients. Or so says Gabriel the Bard. Gird yourself against what is to come, simple soldier. And forsake me not. Follow the ways of the circle. Stray not from its path.
I hope I didn't just mess myself up on the NES version. If I did, great. And that was Lackmere. A scroll appears. I didn't. Okay, good. Alright, now we'll catch back up. Oh, the troll is back. So we'll go back here and we'll do this. Humana. Meow. We'll have to make one more trip. Go on ahead and unlock all these doors. Pay attention here. This is what you need to do when you find a room with levers. And if we try to go, the Sphinx is going to be like, "Aye." Alright, and you might be wondering, why are you picking up, like, random stuff? Because it's not really random. It has towns, but no houses. Forests, but no trees. Rivers, but no fish. Do you know the answer? It's a map. We're in an observatory. That is flavor text. And this is a trap. I'm doing fine, Umbreon. How are you? Glad to see you. Oh, this looks familiar, doesn't it? Just a moment. Okay, I am so sorry about that, guys. I just kind of snuck off for a small break. Okay. So let's see. Nope. All right. So if I use this on myself, and then where's that hook at? Oh, you can't hook the sky. No! Also, hey Soulbane, honey. Glad to see you. All right. Combine with hook. All right, now we got a grappling hook. Woo! Oh, my bad. There we go. Let's do some climbing, shall we? All right. Now let's flip this lever like we like to do. Oh, okay. All right. So we've done the do, we've done the thing, we've done the so much stuff. All right. So now we should be able to. Oh, we can't go back. All right. There we go. Drawbridge is open. It appears to be stuck. Okay, let's see if Yorick has something to say to me. Oh, okay. All the interesting stuff's on the other side of that drawbridge. Got it! Ah, doing a sippy sip. All right, so oh. Okay, so I smushied his head in. Good, all right. Alright, torch, torch, torch. Nothing to be seen of the value from the goblin. It's the library. Alright. I know we'll need this book. The pages are blank. Alright. Okay, so that's Talamar. Right. Okay. Now there is stuff in that desk, like all good things. Alright, so let's go over here and investigate. Shall we? Alright, so if we use the book on the slot. Oh, there's an audible click. Okay. And now we look at yo. All right. Let's go in here. What? Oh, flame elemental. Oh, I just accidentally killed myself. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. That was hilarious. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's... resume. Okay, this is where we go. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Use the log. Oh my god. Use the log on the fire pit. Okay, there we go. Now we'll do... Oh. There we go. Got us a fire elemental. Sweet. Oh, there's a pumpkin. All right. So we've gone in there. We've done that. Okay. So, Kupo! Oh my god. Oh. Hey, Soulbane, honey. Oh, Starwoo in chat. All right. Let's see. Oop. Messages all throughout here. Yes. So I carefully unroll the scroll. Fandrill or Fandrill. Yes. Also, hey Koopa. Yeah, Koopa. Hey Sylvain. And he's all like, hi. Okay, so. The moonlight highlights a section of floor. Oh, okay. What's that? Okay. All right. Something tells me we just got a fire elemental. I wonder if we can use the fire elemental on the fire. No. Okay. Part of me feels like I need to go back a lot, because this is roughly about the same place that we did in the NES version. Because we just got a fancy skull. And there's one missing. Wizard skull. Yes. Something has happened, huh? Okay. If I remember right, no, I don't need to do all that. It's not to do with that. It's to do with the other Doom of Lichy. The software was closed because an error occurred because I'm getting too good at the game. So what happens now is we just go back to here, and then I take my anger out on this wonderful lady right here. No, we don't open the lady. We do this. And you're perfectly fine, Soulbane. I greatly appreciate you. And yes, best burb! Oh, it was a werewolf. Oh. Ooh, I got the bladed sun. All right. Right. The game auto saves, so let's see how much progress I've lost. Okay, Soulbane, I appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so it died right before doing the next room loading. All right, that's okay. And of course, the lake is unfrozen now. Okay. Did it not keep the... All right. Or did I not trigger the right thing? Let's see. I think there's a magic spell that needs to be done. Let's try this one. Hey, yo! It works! Yo! Oh, we've seen this puzzle before. We've also seen that little gear too, so I wonder, or that little symbol, so I wonder if that has to do with the water room. This is what I was actually trying to do when the game crashed, so it's okay. Okay. So if I pull this one down, that one is stuck in place. Hey, Dayhawk, glad to see you, honey. Welcome on in. Long time no see. How you been? Oh, gosh. Oh. So there's a button. A piece of the mechanism appears to be missing. All right, so where does it go? A Dwarven craftsman stamp. one of the gears is missing. All right, well, where do I use the gear? Just waking up. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Okay, so where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it go? This little gear doesn't look like it's attached to anything. So... I bet it goes right here, but dang if I know. Or maybe it goes right here. Hell, I don't know. Gear onslaught! Yeah! Alright. Because there was a circle there. Alright, so... What about pushing the button? Oh. Okay. It didn't sound right. You might want to try again. Okay. Okay. And now push the button. Ah, okay. Mechanism glows, vibrates, and begins to move. You can hear the sound of rushing water deep within the castle. Okay. Let's go see what that did. All right. Hey, yo. So, rushing water. Where have we seen water before? I'm going the wrong way. Hey, yo. His mouth shut. All right. Ooh. Okay, what is that? What is this? It's a rune. It's a rune. Alright. What's this do? Oh, I got a scroll from a corpse. How nice. Alright. So, no. Again, my only complaint is the HUD on this game. Brother, if you're reading this and I am no more, I've underestimated, blah, blah, blah. Protect the castle. Just strength to Untholms. Whether Master can blunt the evil ones, advance. Fandril behind. Oh, that's Fandril. Oh no. Stones. Alright. So we got stones. Okay. Okay. Right, so we did all of that. Now what do we do? I am confusion. Oh. What's that? Why? Oh. Stiff frozen robes. Oh, I'm in the mountains. What is this? Okay, so there's an obelisk. Oh. Okay. Why did I rearrange logs? I don't... What? Can I... Just lit torch on logs? Okay. Okay. I don't know what that did, but alright. Okay. Can I go higher on the tower? I'm not supposed to be here yet. I know where this is, and I'm not supposed to be here yet. Yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Neat. Alright, so let's go back through that door. Believe it or not, we're actually comparable to where we're at in the NES version. Okay. Oh. Ransacked by goblins. Oh no. What is that? Oh. Hidden critters. Okay. What about this? The tarp is stuck on something and this won't come from... Well, can I set fire to it? Hey, yo. creating a hollow thud. Okay. Oh. So I unlocked the door. All right. I have no clue what the game's trying to tell me. Okay. So we went there, we went there. This is kind of neat. Oh, so we've gone 2 places, but we can't go this way. Okay. I'm confused. Okay. I don't think I'm able to do that dais yet. Okay, let's see. Far in the distance, a sigil fire burns in the mountains, so I lit the sigil. Okay. Now, can I open this? Okay, so it looks like we're probably done with that. Okay. So we go there. Right. Okay. So there's a couple of doors we can't fix. Okay. Kupo! You're sorry for what, Draco, honey? Oh, you're fine. Oh, gosh. You are good, honey. No worries. Scroll from a corpse was the rough draft of Seal's kiss from a rose. Oh my goodness. Don't feel bad, Draco. I'm glad that you're here, honey. Absolutely glad that you're here. Alright, so torch. I need the torch. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Big fat nothing. Okay. It's going pretty well. How about you? Okay, so far nothing there. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what to do here. So is this door available to be... Okay. Muffled laughter. Alright. Hey, yo, we're in an observatory. Okay. Oh no, you're good, Drago. I mean, honey, nap when you can. I get it. I totally get it. So... What's invisible and smells like carrots, rabbit farts? Oh, I see. There he is. You open the book to an interesting entry. Noted several observations in the past fortnight. The stars have moved into an unheard alignment. The unnamed hero, the hourglass depicting endless time, the broken sword of betrayal, the hooded figure of Thanos, the life stealer. All of these constellations are out of season and position. And here they are. Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, Fortnite. So if we... Sometimes you scare me, boy. Oh. Okay. Okay. Step in and look through the telescope. I don't understand what it's trying to tell me. Look. Several of the stars grow prominently within a strange constellation that resembles the tail of some ancient beast. On the constantly, I don't know. Okay. They were always studying the stars. They would often use the patterns of constellations in their spells and mechanisms. Is there a spell that looks like that? No. 2 scrolls. Okay, maybe I'm missing some spells. My pet air elemental can provide passage over blah 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 blah. It needs to be soothed and calmed before you can approach it. So, okay, and what soothes and tames the savage beast? Music. So I'm gonna need a flute, I bet. So that's how they're incorporating that puzzle here. Okay. Excuse me. Oh. chrysalis. Okay. Oh no, it backfired on me. Oh no. Hey Vegeta, are we there yet? No, Drago, we're not yet, honey. Okay, yeah. I don't have what I need here yet. Okay. Okay, that doesn't help me. Oh. Okay, I know what that's used for. Alright, so chrysalis is for when we run up against gargoyles. It feels so weird hearing the retro music over the realistic remake. I know, right? And we're basically in the same area as we are over here on the original. So, because we're literally just going through the tower. Let's see, we did that, we did that. We don't need to go back through that door. So we're basically... And that's a heckin' heck hound right there. Wahahaha. And oh no, there is a... Okay, close your eyes, Drago. I'm gonna have to do something terrible to this wyvern because it's gonna try to eat me. That constellation looks... That's that puzzle. How did they revamp it? How did they revamp it? That is that exact puzzle. The tail of a fearsome dragon. A wyvern has a stinging tail. How did they revamp it? I know, Drago, but he's mean. This one's a mean dragon. I'm just trying to save the universe from a maniacal wizard. That is all. I'm not trying to be mean to animals. You know I don't like being mean to animals. I mean, a dragon's an animal, right? So I'll need to get in there by the mirror, I bet. Or I'm gonna laugh my left ear off. Just my left ear, mind you. What if I hit it? You call that a costume? Come on, you need to put a little effort into it at least. Okay, what? Okay. I don't know what to do there. Okay. Okay. I took care of the wyvern. You're okay to look again, Drago. That is perplexing AH. Okay. Flex your downward mood. What else am I supposed to be doing? Oh, the wood refuses to catch fire. All right. What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, let's look at the items we've got because I feel like we should probably have more spells, and I still don't know what the heck I'm using a gap for. I have no clue. I'm sorry, Drago. You know I don't like hurting dragons. But I don't know that spell. I don't know that spell yet. Honey, if only that worked. Okay. Wait. Wait, I just figured something out. I think. We'll see if it works. Also, your choice of rug is absolutely gross. Alright, so if I go here and I go back to that tower, I don't have any new keys, do I? I don't think I do. Oh, I haven't been here yet. Okay, wait. Oh, God, you scared me. Poor Draco. With a lion breathing fire. Okay, let's go here. I know where we're at here. So this... is the equivalent of me going here. Yes. Alright, so if I do this, I go here, this is where we're at. Okay. Alright. Do you see what I mean? They've mixed up the puzzles. I feel like I've gotten my money's worth already so far out of this game. Because for those of you that are close to me, I have beaten Shadowgate in 30 minutes. Ooh, Hakamo'o in chat. I was oddly specific right there. There. Lord have mercy on my soul. Poke catch. Just do it. There's no more Woogie Woos in stock. What? Drago, do you want a Woogie Woo? You know what? For you, I'll Woogie Woo. Oh, it's on cooldown. I can't even do it. Alright, we got 45 seconds. Okay. So, what happens here? What's this? Reliant. Okay. Reliant, triumphant. With an empty slot set within its outstretched arm. Do I still have a bar? Climb the statue trying to force the bar to fit. It simply does not fit. Damn. Alright. Hef. Okay. I know what I need to do here. I don't know where I would have found the lightning rod, but I know what I need to do here because this is what we're supposed to try to do. And also, Drago, here you go, baby. Yeah! Woogie woo! So you can see it's fair. I even timed myself out on it. All right, so what we need to do here is we've got that lightning rod that we found. And this is the music that would be playing. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I X'd out of the use command. So, rod. What kind of jeans do ghosts wear? Boo jeans! Love it. And that's what it's trying to do, so that it'll give, at least in this version, it gives you a wand so that you can get the Staff of Ages. Because we're practically in endgame now on the NES version. Because that's the mountain range that we lit the fire in. Over on the modern version. Okay. So now we're going to close this. Do not try for that pot of gold. It'll kill you. There's like 50 million ways of dying in this game. So, what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I missing? So that bar won't fit. Will the dirk fit? Because I don't have a sword. Okay, Draco. I'll get out of the hallway. There you go, you can see a skeleton. No, that's... There's a slot, it said. Honestly, I feel like there should be a sword, but I've not gotten a sword yet. Oh, all right. There's Lackmere. Dumaflichi. Okay. I want the bow. Oh God, excuse me. Two scrolls and a key. Hey yo. Yes, I've saved you from the final hallway. Diddle-doo. Lord have mercy. Alright, so we need to do the Invocon business. Because that's on a Lackmere pillar there. Yep. Alright, Lackmere. Hit us with some truth.
In arrogance and pride, we thought we could prevent Talimar from turning to darkness. We have surely paid for these sins. But this matters not, simple soldier. What is done is done. Time is fleet, so bend an ear to my voice. Hope lies within your breast. I say it again. Talimar the Black fears it. Even as he searches for a way to rip it from you. Even as he binds the dwarves to his madness, driving them deeper into the catacombs. And he will not stop until he rips every stone from the castle's foundation.
Jeepers!
For Talimar believes that a great beast slumbers far below. Mayhap this is true, for I have uncovered much,
Excuse me.
yet know so little. Of this, however, I am certain. The Warlock Lord knows not of your heritage. This is our great advantage, our great hope. Seek the terrible skull door of Tor Drakan. What lies beyond its threshold is unknown, even to me. A great behemoth, an ancient evil, a source of power. Be wary, boy. Heed my words.
And that's preparing you for endgame.
Do what I cannot. Go where I cannot.
Aye.
Learn the secrets of what Talimar seeks.
You got it, dude.
Trust in what you find.
No, we're not. We're in a cave now, Drago. Trust in what you find. Okay, that doesn't help me a lick. So, alright. We'll need to come back here and... because I don't think that bow's gonna do anything. I think I need a sword. That's what it feels like. So what does this say? With a lion breathing fire. Okay. Can I set fire to it? Nope. Oh. Can I set fire to that? Can't. Oh, I want to set fire to that. No. On this. Okay. We do have a fire elemental, so let's see. On this. Big fat no. All right. So literally, you want a house that's nothing but interconnected rooms? With a lion breathing fire. Alright. Yeah, the only other thing I can think of is to... lightweight key on door? No? Alright. Okay. Nope. Alright. Yo! Alright. Hey, we got in a door. Oh, we're in another, winding hallway. I'm sorry, Drago! What is this? Oh. A rock font filled with stagnant, discolored water is attached to the wall. I wonder if that's a red herring. Alright. Let's go up. A light breeze flows down the stairs, lightly tussling your hair. Can I hail? Oh hell, what is this? Some malevolent force is sucking all of the light from this room. You sense that the very darkness itself is alive. Am I dead? We just got a spell that did light, right? On the darkness. Oh. Okay. You did. I don't know what to do here. Fight the dark. Drago, I'm gonna laugh my butt off if that's right. Okay. Well, I have a fire elemental, maybe?
Hey, yo! I fought the darkness and I won!
Point it towards the blackness and release, or the darkness and release the fire elemental. The singularity pierces the blackness, which bursts with flame after chasing the dark energy out of the room. Ooh. Okay.
What's that? Oh, I can hit it. Okay. Oh. Do I need to hit it with a hammer? I got a hammer. I can... Hotcha.
Ooh. The silver horn! Hey, yo! Good job, Drago. Good job.
I cast magic missile in the darkness.
Okay. This can only be the silver horn. Yeah. Alright, so... What's that? Pulling the rune, okay. So what is all this? This mural. An ancient tree that lifts its... Okay. And why are there, like, teethers coming out of it? Like, I ate it, you know? I mean, why are there teethers? Okay. An unexpected shiver climbs your spine at the sound of a nearby or unearthly cry? Okay. Anything going on out there that requires a wisecracking skull? Because I know of one. Okay, so you've got a hint for me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? The Wizards of the Circle of 12 never feared the Banshee's curse. They must have known of... Did you ever find... Okay. So I'm getting affected by the curse. Can I use the bottle? I'm... You are feeling much better. I've been cured. Okay. Yay. All right. So I no longer have to worry about the Banshee. Now I know how to fix that. Nothing. All right. Can I take that spear? In a show of respect, you bow down briefly to the... Okay, can I take it? Can I take it? Do I need a spear? Okay. I don't... There's something glowy? And it's a dead end? Or do the stairs go this way? Okay. Oh, hell. She don't look so good. She looks kind of spoopy. Kind of like that lady that I saw in the original Shadowgate, right? Oh boy. Alright, so what we had to do in that version was we had to, unfortunately, make her not be. When you enter the strong room, the woman lounging in front of you begins to speak. I do not know what he sees in you. I am not impressed. She shrugs before continuing. Forgive me and allow me to introduce myself. I am Malor Kahu, Chief Lieutenant of the Drakan.
You wonder what would bring me to this wretched keep. Surely nothing less than the summoning of a great lord. Nearly a score of years removed, Talamar the Black beckoned me, and I answered him gladly.
She sounds like Camilla from the
The
Castlevania
forces
series.
of Drakan were mine to command. We
Sounds just
fell
like her.
on these wizards like rabid wolves. Their powers, their elemental pets, they were nothing to one such as he. Now all have fallen or fled, all but one, for he is timeless. The coward has barricaded himself within his tower, an ancient artifact within his grasp. But we
ancient
will
artifact, huh?
have him still. Or if my goblins do not pull him from his hole, when my lord returns, the wizard's head shall lie at his feet.
Ooh. She finishes with a low snarl, her body growing and transforming. She is a changeling, a deadly race able to take the form of a monstrous creature. Ooh. And I think you guys are starting to see what I mean by when I say that they've changed the puzzles up, because we just did this one. Ooh! As we did. I pulled a chart. Oh, it's a buyer. Give torch. I sat down for a minute. Yay! What's this? Bread! Yay! that? That looks like a... Oh. Can I open you? Summer moon, year 1157. The wizard remained within his tower, holed up like some cornered animal. I have lost scores of my best troops trying to gain entrance, and for what? For not. I did not agree on wasting such resources, but the master has commanded that our endeavor look legitimate. Intrigue means nothing to me as I was... The charade must continue. Ooh. Yep. Oh, hello. So I got a stick. Okay. So I got a stick. Ooh, okay. What's in the sack? I got a key. Okay. And did I get any scrolls? I got a gray key and a black key. Neat. Blueprint? What the heck? Oh. Alright. Is there anything else in this room? I searched the dead corpse of a werewolf. Heh.
Oh goodness, ow, ow.
Okay, that was my neck. I'm sorry, guys. Why are you chasing me? Why are you chasing me? Why are you chasing me? Why are you chasing me?
Oh, hi, little Tone.
Yes, there's cut scenes, Draco. The key. Yes. All right, so I feel like... Why is it being all kerchowy? Can I look out the window without dying? Unnatural weather. Okay. Oh, it's a song about a key. Okay. I gotcha. Alright, so... Can I use the hammer on the statue? Merely chip the stone. Okay, so it looks like I might need a spear? At the sound of an unearthly cry. Well, I've kind of killed everything. Alright.
Yes, I said hammer.
Light breeze blows down the stairs. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything else to use in this room. Okay. Okay. Yo, let's go. Another door open. You know what I miss? Music. I love that traveling act, the Dead Alewives. Boy, were they something. That's a reference to the Watchtower by the Dead Alewives. About Dungeons and Dragons. Which is also, I attack the darkness, came from. It's a huge comedy skit that's amazing. Oh my god. Alright. Cold and uninviting. Fog rolls down the stairs. Okay, and there's 2 tapestries. Why are there 2 tapestries? There ain't nothing here. Alright. Tegan scared the poop out of me. Welcome on in, Tekin. Okay, big fat nothing. All right, there we go. Yes, we're opening doors around here. See, it looks like there's we need a spear. Oh, an odd sensation. Koopa! I got Koopa! Koopo is funny, yes! An odd sensation tingles at just the edge of your consciousness. You sense there is magic afoot in the chamber. Okay. You fumble about, trying to find something to interact with. Okay. Nothing. All right. Big fat nothing. Okay, so am I still missing a magic spell? Draco. Togepi in chat for anybody that's interested. Okay, so that's not it. So what? Okay, so I don't think it's gonna be Chrysalis, but we can try it. No. Okay. We may not have the magic spell yet, but I mean, yeah. There is something here that we cannot see yet. Soap? Gumbo? Vines, okay. Ah, I know I need that. Ooh, it's always a retire. Okay. Nothing. Okay. I know we'll need the flute. You catnap, and then Yorick is like, you can rest when you're dead. Yeah, I know. So, Yorick is clearly American. Got it. Yeah. Okay, so we did that. Okay. Tenaciously into the stone of the stairwell. Can I set fire to the roots? Ah, crap. Alright. seems to swell. What? Oh. You trip over the roots as you... Okay. Thick roots originate from the doorway to your left. The roots are too thick. Can I set fire to this? Now everybody's gonna think I'm a pyromaniac. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing, so we'll have to come back here. You guys. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Alright, so if we go this way, unless I go back to that one room that they were like, hey, change your costume, I've got a mask that I can go back to.
The room is full of lava.
Okay, so now here, what flavor was this soap? Oh my god, Draco. Okay, shortcut. Back here. Back here. Use bottle 2 on self. Irish Spring. You sure it wasn't lever? Oh god, it's a snake! What a lovely taste. And now the snake has been turned into a giant staff. Yay. And I probably should light a torch before I die. I mean, oh no, I might run out of torches. So remember, 5 to find, 3 or 1. 1 gives access to the Bladed Sun. Two to join the Golden Blade, the last to invoke the all that stuff. So yeah, it's just fancy talk for slapping the orb on the thing and then the golden spike. And then you take this bad boy. Yeah, scary snake lady from Dragon Ball. Oh god. Snake Way that was trying to eat Goku. Oh no. Alright, so we're gonna just GTFO. Oh, if we try to do that, we just need to nope right out of here. We're literally in the home stretch here. On the NES version. And then here's the sparkly light. So this is Crystallis. And the Nova Burst, blah, 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 blah. What darkness fears. Yes. Behold, a well. Open the well. Now, we're going to summon a Dust Devil, much like that air elemental we saw. So we know that that's going to take place. In this game, you use the big coin, which has a shape of a well stamped on it. A huge wind erupts from within it. Blah, 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 blah. And then that way you don't just plunge headfirst into death. All right, and now, speaking of death, we're on the shore of the river Styx. We're going to summon the ferryman. We're going to give him a coin. And for those of you paying attention to the cutscenes on the new one, this should look familiar. This is Endgame. Oh. The last to invoke the platinum horn. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Roar. The seed of the dream for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, you must place the key. Of course, you know, rhymes. Because how else are you going to remember? This is the last place that you can save, because through that door is the wizard Talamar and the behemoth. Yep. Literally, we've got one more screen to go. I do not know if that's the case in this version. Let's see. If I do... What the hell is that? Menu, load, save, options, help. Oh. And yes, I've got the audio on retro. We're super close. Okay, so I wonder if I use the mask on myself. Then I can... yeah, I'm trying to use the mask on the tower. Okay. I don't want to use myself on anything either. Jesus. Oh my god. Alright, there. Equip. Take off the blindfold and slip the mask onto my face. Now can I open up? Put something appropriate on your head that goes with the mask. Do I have to go back and get that wizard hat? Is that another Charlie Brown reference? To the Great Pumpkin? Where Lucy had the ill-fitting wizard, or the witch mask, and the... Oh my god, this is hilarious. Oh, honey, you're fine, Draco. You are absolutely fine, sweetheart. I know you're tired. The fact that you're able to be here at all means a ton, but if you need to go to bed, sweetie. You're fine. You know, if you're able to, go to bed. And that's not me being mean. Yeah, I gotta go get the fancy hat. I don't even remember where that was at. Jesus. Okay. Where... Okay. There is a map. Okay, so I'm in the right tower, so I need to go up, up, left. Got it. All right. To go get that fancy hat. Get the fancy party hat. All right, let's go see what that person wanted to let me in that door, because now I literally look like Lucy from the pumpkin, or from the Charlie Brown Halloween special.
Yes.
Let's see if this is what did it.
Tricks or treats.
Oh my god. So they were laughing at me, and then I was like, hello, and they were like, what do you want? I'm like, tricks or treats. It's the Great Pumpkin. Wow. That's amazing. That not so much. Dang. Yes! It is okay. Drapion in chat. Yes! I kid you not. It's been talking about, it flat out said, there was a letter earlier where in the game where it was like, listen, Charles, if you ever want to see your dog again. And it was signed DP, which could only be the pumpkin. And you have to pick up 3 pumpkins and stuff like that. So apparently there is... It was talking about like the flying ace and all of this stuff. So yes, it is actually a Charlie Brown reference. I'm loving it. Okay, so if we knock, what do you want? And then I speak.
Tricks or treats.
Tricks or treats, you say in your louder voice. All right, let's go in. This tower chamber is empty, save for a strange gilded mirror resting against the far wall that hums with power. I'm in a pumpkin patch! Oh my god! Whoa! Wow! Oh no! Is my middle name Linus? I mean, Jesus. I'm sorry. Yo, Halloween is coming early this year. That's amazing. Alright, so what do I need to do here? A forlorn and empty, eerie field strewn with pumpkins as far as the eye can see opens up before you. As you stand before the strange circle on the ground, you have the disturbing feeling that someone or something is watching you from the shadows. Okay. The tattered sheet. Is there a rock in here? Is there a rock in here? I'm gonna laugh my butt off if there's a rock in here, because I got a rock. Oh my god, this is the most amazing game ever. Alright, so do I have enough pumpkins? Because I know I need to have... 3, I do. Oh my Jesus. Alright. So... oh my god. This is great. So if I put a pumpkin here... and I put a pumpkin here. No. Right there. Oh no. Use the pumpkin, it has no effect on the diagram. Okay. I don't believe you. Does that one need to have a... Does that one need to have... There we go. Let's see if we can summon the green pumpkin. I'm finding this way too daggum. Okay. Do I need to put on a sheet? Is that what I need to do? Oh, the terrifying flip-flop of death. So... oh my god, somebody refresh me. How do we get the great pumpkin to appear aside from just sitting in a pumpkin patch all night? Oh my god. What do you want from me? Okay. Is there a Is there a magic spell? Oh my Jesus. Alright. Watermarked scroll? I didn't realize I had more scrolls. Do I need to carve the pumpkins into jack-o'-lanterns? Is that what I need to do? I just sit there. Do I have to wait all night for a day revolution? Uh-huh. Okay, so do I need to pick them back up first? Okay, so you read the message scrawled on the page. Brown, I have your dog. If you wish to see the flying ace again, then bring 3 pumpkins to place beyond the harvest door. But be wary, for only one, outfitted in a mask for the hallowed eve, can gain entrance. Then you must carve my visage and illuminate the sacrifices in the field of jack-o'-lanterns. Then I will be freed and this all will end. Cordially, DP. So, I've done the dude. Let's see. No. So do I. Oh my god. We're doing it. We're gonna summon the flying ace. Are we ready for this, guys? Let's go. As you light the last pumpkin, a cold wind begins to swirl, and within moments, a strange howling fills your ears, like that of a distant baying hound. A tremor follows, splitting a rent across the diagram, and releasing a flock of agitated crows. Within the avian storm, a malevolent being rises and towers above you, cackling in delight. Surely this is the dread pumpkin. With a shout, I'm free! The flaming monstrosity disappears in a gout of flame. As your senses slowly return, you can't help but feel a little robbed. Why, you didn't even get a present, let alone all that candy you expected. You blockhead! Wow. What? I love it. I love every minute of that. That is amazing! Wow. Wow, that was awesome. Oh my god. All right. So is there anything else to do here? That's just, wow, that was amazing. I love it. Okay, so oh man. Okay, so what's this door got to do? Gray! Alright, we've got a gray key. Yeah, I bet the gray key goes on the gray door. Yo, look at me using logic. Alright, what's in here? The wyvern. We're getting close to the end of the game. All right, so how do I do this? Don't crash on me, dagnabbit. Okay, so... I don't think I have to use... dazzling flash of light. Okay. So if I use the flute, there's the giant wyvern. Now, I can use... Oh. Okay, so that's not right. Do I use that? Okay, so that's not it. Okay. Do I put the stake down here? Mm. So how do I get Mr. Dwagon to come and play with me? Big fat nothing. Okay. That only usually works for Lackmere, but alright. Nope. Thankfully, I'm not using all my spell slots, right? No. I don't know how to get the dragon to sit still. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. Oh. So do I need to unequip the spoopy skeleton business? Is that what I need to do? I don't know. Do I need to take that off? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. Yeah, we're playing with Mr. Dragon. That is not what I said to do. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. I know we gotta do something with that, with the wyvern. But I do not know. Give him V-Bucks, it will summon him. I know, because he's my brother. Oh my. So, is there something else? Do I need a drum or something? I'm confused. Is there somewhere else that we haven't been yet? Alright, so we're missing the East Tower, but I think that's where Endgame goes. Yeah. The Keep Tower. I wonder if I'm supposed to go back to that tower and... Yes, I understand that. Come on. Try to get that Dust Devil. I am so unbelievably confused because we are at endgame in the NES version. And we're so close I can taste it. There's something that I'm obviously missing. Yeah, we've already done all that. Is there anything else? Because I know I need some flavor of lightning rod. Bar. That's not it. Making the way forward and past. Do I need to go get another fire elemental? I think we tried that though. Okay. That's not the right way either. I am flummoxed, y'all. We tried to turn the if I turn the torch off, it kills us, honey. Blackmere has one of the nicest towers around. Mind you. Well, yeah, I understand that, but where is Blackmere's tower, honey? Talk to me. Don't. Ugh. The winged beast flies above the castle, guarding an artifact of great power. Yeah, and I've even got tasty meat for him, but I don't... That is not on me. Confusion. So confused. Because you'll trip, fall, and die.